What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is a lovely Tuesday afternoon. Thanks for being here on the ModMyMods news update. Hopefully things look a little bit better, a little bit brighter. I got new lights. I got some 56K bulbs for everything that's around me, and tried to dial it in a little bit for you guys. So hopefully it looks okay, and it sounds okay. Hopefully it sounds all right. I appreciate you guys being here this afternoon. We're going to do just a quick little news update because, to be perfectly honest with you, I am getting ready to get out of here yet again. It'll be week number 2 of flying around and having a blast. This time, I get to go to California. I've never been to California, ever. I've been to LAX. That's as far as California goes for me. So, you know, it's kind of exciting. However, we won't be there for too long. Only going to be there for a couple days or so, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. What's happening there, Gadget Joe? Thanks for being here. Sounds good, lights good, picture sharp. That's good. That's as long as it looks good on the way out, that's all that matters. The beard's growing nicely too. Yes, I'm trying to keep it toned down for the lady here because she likes it nice and short and kept, so trying to keep it kept until I think it was January, and then she said I could just let it grow because I like it for when you go snowboarding. You know, it gives you an extra layer of warmth right here, right in this region. So but let's get into the news. Let's talk about other things other than my beard, although it's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, it is beautiful. I like it. I can't say enough about my good friend, Neil. I think I've talked about him a few different times. Neil, I appreciate you, buddy. Let me see if I can hop into this. Oh, oops, and I forgot to do it, so we're going to do this now. And hopefully it'll work. No, not gonna do it now, huh? How about now? No? Oh, well, that's good. So my apparently my remote on the phone, Corsair, has this lovely app. It's the Elgato app, which is kind of cool, except for when it doesn't work, as you're seeing right now. Hold on, we're going to try it one more time. Go to singles, because I have everything organized, right? Oh, sure, sure. Make me a liar. All right, I see how you are. Fine, fine. Be that way. All right, so now that we're over here, I was trying to mention my good friend Neil. Why was I trying to mention good friend Neil? Well, I'll tell you why. Not only is he an incredible DJ, he's based in New York, where we are from. He's from actually the New York City. A little bit grayer, a little bit dirtier, but he is an awesome person, let me tell you. And he makes some pretty cool music. And we were just listening to his latest, the Deep Therapy Volume 53 in the mix with DJ Trebo. That's right. So if you like any sort of techno or deep therapy volumes in mass, he's got them all. He's got them on his YouTube page as well as soundcloud.com/DJ Trebo, DJ Tribo. Hopefully you enjoy it, because I'm pretty impressed with it. Pretty cool. This is his latest one that he just put out, and again, he's got some really, really good stuff. Very talented, and I miss him. Can't wait to see him again. He sent that to me earlier today, so I appreciate you reaching out. But check him out. He's got some pretty cool stuff. So again, like I said, I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know. No, I do know. I know exactly when I'll be back. I'll be back at Saturday at like 11 or midnight or something like that. So not exactly, but I know exactly when I'm coming back. It's Saturday. As long as Delta doesn't screw me. But why am I leaving, might you ask? I will show you. This is why. ASUS does this PC DIY day, right? PC DIY day. I didn't know what it was, so I had to look it up. Apparently last year, they put together a live event. It couldn't be live because obviously COVID and things like that. So it was a not live event, but it was taped, and one of the biggest complaints that they had was that nobody could interact with anyone except for the chat, which was just the chat being the chat, so that didn't exactly work. So why am I mentioning this? Well, Mr. BIGKevin, yours truly, has got to go on a jet plane tomorrow, and we will be headed out to California. Fremont actually is where ASUS is based out of, and we're going to be actually at their studio putting together a PC. Pretty sweet, right? We don't get to do the crazy custom water-cooled PC. However, we do get to put together a pretty awesome little all-in-one package featuring their new, the ASUS new case. I think it's a Z15, something like that. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but we are working in one of their cases, and we're excited to build inside of it. So I'm actually working with one of the ASUS guys that are actually, I think Chris is his name. I forgot what he actually does. He does a lot with ASUS, obviously, but he and I are going to be working together to put together a mid-range PC. We say mid-range, but there's basically a low, medium, high type of thing. So where I'm in the medium section, so I get to go out there. We have a little practice run. We then obviously get to put these PCs together live on stream, which is kind of cool, and I'm excited. It should be awesome. So if you could, on Friday, which is December 3rd, join us. We'll have the live stream obviously through our Twitch. It'll be restreamed, as well as broadcasted on the ASUS TV, their section as well. But take a look. 4:00 p.m. Eastern. I will be on the stream there at some point, somehow, some way. Probably repping the ModMyMods shirt, most likely, or at least the overall shirt, whichever one it is. But yeah, it should be good. Should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to work on it, and I'm excited. I mean, I've been to the West Coast once, which was Portland, which was, I think you heard my review, is wet. It was always wet, and I don't really like wet, but that's beside the point. I'm hoping, because I get to fly into San Francisco, which would be cool, and if I have the flight plan calculated correctly and the runway that they'll be using, as long as the wind is coming from the right direction, you'll actually get the flight path that goes all the way over the Golden Gate Bridge and around Alcatraz and stuff like that, and then right in. How dope would that be? That'd be super cool. I've actually never flown into San Francisco, so get to go there, get to go visit these lovely ASUS folks, and build a PC with them. So I'm pretty excited, and I would hope that you guys would be there for me and cheer us on while we're doing this awesome little build together. So I would appreciate you guys being there, and as always, thank you ahead of time. And obviously, if you're following our social media and everything like that, you'll see stories and posts and stuff like that as we're doing throughout the day. I'm flying solo though, so bear with me. And if you need anything, obviously, send me a message. I just don't know when I will get to it, because obviously it's going to be kind of crazy. So let me check the chat. Let's see who we got here. Teffin, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Mr. Kevin James Daly. Dude, I have to talk to you about something. We'll get to it in a minute. Gadget Joe, you're going to show ASUS how to build a PC? No, we'll get there. Maybe eventually, but not yet. I know what you mean. They've got some pretty decent rigs, and they have people that obviously build them for us. I mean, we're going to be working with Jake from EK, which he puts together some pretty incredible stuff too. However, doing it on a live stream and making it happen in 4 hours is relatively kind of a tall order. 4 hours? No, it's 2 hours. 2 hours. But either way, I'm sure to be awesome. It'll be great, and maybe we'll get our chance to work with ASUS again in the future. We put together that Be Quiet build with them, and obviously Be Quiet to feature the Lightwings PC, so hopefully we'll get a chance to revisit that in the future. But for now, I get to go play PC Builder live. Isn't it cool? You get to play PC Builder in real life. But it's not PC Building Sim anymore. It's like PC Build Real Life.com.org. I don't know. I appreciate it. Magman687. I know this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, but I wanted to say I love your customer support and your team. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I mean, we try and go out of our way to make sure that everybody gets taken care of in the best way that we can. We're not always basically able to do everything. Well, I mean, we do our best to do everything in our power to make it happen. We can't necessarily combat some of the unforeseen human factors. I always think of Die Hard 2 when the airport director is contacting the tower and contacting all of the other planes and saying there has been an unforeseen human force or unforeseen human factor. There you go. So, but I appreciate that, Magman. Thank you very, very much. And thanks for being here. Appreciate you hopping on, even if it is just for a minute or two. It's nice to have you here. Double Dragon. ASUS. That's right. That build should be fun. I hope you'll be there. Hopefully you'll be watching for me, bud. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're doing well over there. Mr. Double Dragon Mods. James, appreciate you for being here. Alright, so ASUS. That's what we were talking about. And then, I started thinking about it because they have the ROG setup, right? They have their Republic of Gamers and then the Tough Gaming, which is supposed to be like the budget gaming or whatever. What kind of made me think about that is that there's been a lot of these custom limited edition graphics cards lately. And this was another one that I saw in the wild, which was the Resident Evil card from Zotac, which I don't know what the other side looks like. But I saw this photo from EdTech Source, which is a good guy, great guy. Appreciate everything he does with us. But Zotac has this particular model out, which kind of brought me back to one of the posts that I put on social media, which was about the Color for Gaming graphics card that they have out. It's like a I forgot what the B League or something like that, the esports league. But it's kind of cool that there's these custom little ones that are coming out, just like the Halo one that I shared with you guys when I was at PDX LAN. All these acronyms, there's just one letter difference. So when I was at PDX LAN, though, I showed you the 8900 XT, which is awesome. And I mean, like, the accents and everything is pretty cool. But it kind of, made me think about it, because there's a lot of them out there now. You got the Cyberpunk 2080 Ti. Before that, there was Colorful made this like crazy clockwork one. Galax makes one. So I kind of wanted to look at this and a couple of these different types of graphics cards here that are just like the cool, different style, different editions or limited editions or whatever, and kind of just get your guys' feedback on it, because I think these are really cool. I don't necessarily like the mad dash, the rush to order. Oh my god, order, refresh. My internet's not fast enough. I couldn't get it. Shoot. Well, I don't necessarily know if I like that, but if I could get on a pre-order list and know that I would get one of these cards, I might do that. So I was kind of thinking about some of these different cards that were available. Colorful has obviously this one and a couple of the other ones. Like I said, the one that I talked about last week. And then Galax also has their Age of F, the Hall of Fame series, which is obviously for their overclock series and everything like that, which is supposed to be a super overclocked graphics card. But I was, again, one of these, kind of one-off style cards. Nobody's going to really... Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Not everyone is going to want that particular style. Now, it might look good in whatever PC you're building, but, it's going to be different for each person. Everyone's tastes vary from here to there. So, this particular card, I love it. I think it's awesome, but I don't know what it would go in or how I would actually make it happen. Obviously, not just the Hall of Fame and the center is going to be RGB. The whole rest of the thing would be too. I would imagine. Maybe it's not. But again, I was just kind of looking at these. I'm like, these are kind of cool, because not only are they making graphics cards and making graphics cards look cool, back in the 280 days, you had some chick on there, like with her samurai sword or whatever it was, and, she had her probably her cleavage hanging out and everything like that. I'm pretty sure it was green. I have this card somewhere. I'm sure I do. But basically, before the ooh-woo started, there was this. Ladies on graphics cards. And this is kind of going back to those days, but these are way more customized and more specific. Specialized. Yeah, specialized. I think that's the right word for that. Because, your demographic is going to be very limited depending on what type of card you're producing. The Halo graphics card, yeah, your demographic's huge. Good job on that one. That was awesome, AMD. You really did. Holy cow. You knocked it out of the park with that. That was perfect. You took Xbox gaming, which pretty much anyone that played Halo started doing, and then PC gaming, which was mostly what everybody switched over to if they were playing Halo, or they played it on both, or whatever it was, and then they made this awesome graphics card to go with it. So it's kind of like the Gundam one too. Gundam Wing is huge, and that color scheme, the base white with the red, yellow, blue, and it's like the royal blue. Of course, right? So I kind of like how they've started to re-release these type of graphics cards again. And what made me think of that even more about the Halo one is that now you have peripherals that start to match. And Razer has always been really good at creating peripherals that are, basically specialized in whatever game is out or whatever movie, because I know they had the Star Wars version, they had Jurassic Park, I'm pretty sure at one point they had the Cyberpunk version, and now obviously they have the Halo version. And it's kind of cool. You get to mix and match all of your pieces that are actually in your computer with the parts that are on the outside of the PC too. I don't know, it's kind of neat. People that mod stuff, which that's pretty much what we all are, is modders, right? We all, you get a PC and you're like, yeah, that's cool, let's do something else to it, because that's not enough, right? That's what we do. That's what we're all in the same boat for. But let's see. Let me look at the chat. Magman says Jake is a good dude. Yes, he is. He is an awesome dude. I'm excited to work with him. It should be cool. Find out Monday if he gets picked for the Intel. Oh yeah, awesome, Joe. That's awesome. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that you make it. That would be pretty cool. You need a bare naked ladies version for the Canadians. How about the Timbits? The Tim Hortons version. It's red with white lettering on it. Maybe the fan is like brown. Sorry. Like the edge of the fan is white, so it looks like the rim of the cup. I don't know. Sorry, Teffin. But seriously, you, Teffin, and Kevin, we got something to discuss, and I got to make sure that I pull up the right news article for this, because it's, I mean, seriously, we got some problems. So, Keyboard Lotion, dude, thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bruce as well. Thank you. Palette, yes. Color shifting graphics card? What? Hannah, what now? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm looking because you said it. Oh, right. This thing. Yeah. Yeah. I looked at this. I wasn't really sure what I was looking at. I think that's pretty dope. You can make them do all sorts of crazy cool LED color shifts and stuff like that. You can make them tractor wheels for Farm Sim. I love it. I'd love it. I'm in. Now you sold me. Now I want to make a tractor, and the GPU's the wheels. That's awesome. That's fantastic. This is great. Tim Hortons Timbits themed PC would be awesome. Okay, so maybe next year, because, well, Montreal is kind of Canada because it's in Quebec, and I know everyone that is from Quebec understands what I mean by that, and everyone that lives in Canada understands what I mean by that. Oh yeah. Oh, keyboard lotion. You just pop. I mean, the lotion. You have the cup as the res, absolutely, and you make the fluid like brown, like coffee. Duh. Oh my god, this is great. All right, so what we'll do is maybe for DreamHack Montreal, because that's next year, because we're not going to do it this year. DreamHack Montreal next year, it'll make all the Canadians go crazy. It'll be the top-rated rig, the Timmy Hose rig. I'm bringing it. That's what's happening. Okay, mark my words. All of the Canadians in the chat all now know that I am bringing a Tim Hortons flavored PC to DreamHack Montreal next year. It's happening. As long as COVID 3.0 doesn't happen or some shit. So, all right. That was pretty much all I have for the news. That's really all that I have. Actually, there's one more thing that our Canadian fellows and I have to talk about. Okay? I'm trying to look it up to make sure I have it correct. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. You guys ready? Now, Washington Post. I know not the greatest of sources. Light sources. But. I have to ask you guys. What the hell are we going to do? Canada is tapping its strategic reserves of maple syrup. How are we going to survive? How are we going to make it through this, guys? Seriously, like this is bad. This is really bad. Like when Canada runs out of maple syrup, I think World War III is going to start. I seriously think it's going to be over. You know how angry these hockey playing guys are going to be when there's no more maple syrup to be had on the pancakes in the morning or with their Timmy Hose? This is gonna be terrible. This is gonna be awful. Like I don't know. Like first of all, who has a strategic reserve of maple syrup? That is fantastic. Now I can say this because My grandmother, she was she was thoroughbred Canadian. She was from up above Montreal, way above Montreal, way the hell up there. So she doesn't get more Canadian than that, right? French Canadian. So I'm being serious, guys. Like, I love my maple syrup, and well, New York only produces so much, and then Vermont is only is a really small state, and we don't really have a whole hell of a lot of maple syrup trees to the maple trees take it from, and we're gonna run out. And so if you guys run out, that means that we run out, and that means no pancakes. What do we do? Just saying. Kevin says they have so much available at every grocery store, I doubt they'll run out. See, you know what was funny? We said the same shit about toilet paper, and look what happened. Just saying. Just saying. It's just a matter of time before Randy down the way is going to take his F-150 pickup truck with the trailer on the back there. Actually, no, he's probably got a Subaru. It's a Subaru, for sure. Subaru wagon. Outback that's like rusted to hell, but it's still got wheels on it somehow, and it still runs, but it has a trailer on it. He's going to be going down and buying all the maple syrups. Just saying. Oh well. What are we going to do? You guys, people sniffing bacon looks like junk. I'm sorry, guys. I love you guys. The only reason that I joke about this is because, well, I do enjoy Canada very, very much. And obviously, that's partially where my family is from. So I think that's pretty cool that you guys are running out of maple syrup. It's not good. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pancakes buttered with cinnamon and sugar will be my temporary substitute. But how long? How long, James? How long are you going to live that life, huh? How long are you going to be spoon-feeding yourself bullshit until you're ready to accept the fact that there's no more? None. Growing your own maple trees and make your own. Yeah, you're absolutely right. No, funny enough, there's actually a couple maple tree farms, maple sugar farms, maple tree sugar farms that are only a couple hours away. So, but then again, Canada's only a couple hours away, and hell, Canada's even closer if I have boat, because then it's only like an hour and 15 minutes that way on the boat. Actually, it'd be that way. Not that, I do the maps or calculations like that or anything, but rip the oh my god, really? You just quoted Rochester Fast Ferry? Did you know I wrote on that once? One time, while it was still open. I couldn't believe it. That's really funny. That's really funny. I forgot keyboard lotion, that's right. But yes, I got to ride on the Fast Ferry once, and yeah, we took our bikes up, we rode in Canada for a while, and then we came back. Came back the same day. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But yes, all right. So all of our Canadian friends, I don't know what I can do to help. If there's some way that I can ship you some maple syrup, if you need, you let me know. I might be your guy to be able to get you that syrup. Man, that sounds so bad. That sounds so terrible. Oh my god. All right, so like I said, going to California. I'm headed back to Cali. Right? You guys know what I'm talking about? I hope. Notorious B.I.G. He was from New York. Right? Cali's a fun place to visit and then come back home. But next week, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about this bad boy right here. Boom. Yeah, that's a 70%er from GAMDIAS. I think that's how you say it. GAMDIAS? GAMDIAS? I don't know. Hermes E3 RGBs. So I started talking to him, and I said, hey, listen, I think these 70%ers are pretty cool. Is there any way that you could do one that's like two-tone? I don't necessarily want to buy all the extra keycaps or anything like that, or buy two keyboards. Like, that just seems silly, right? And she was like, yeah, well, you know what? Let me see what I can come up with. Why don't why don't you send me some photos of what you were looking for? I said, okay, well, you know, I was looking to get a keyboard for the Battle of Hoth. Because, well, you know, we just did that and made it all nice. But I'll give you a quick little tease. You guys want a little tease? It's hot. Not gonna lie. She says, okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send you a custom one. Send me a custom one? She goes, yeah, no problem. Just talk about it and take some photos and stuff. Maybe you'll even like it. I said, all right, lady, I'll take you up on that. Look at that. Look at that. Batman Pajama. So, we're going to go take an in-depth look at this guy. I will show you some better, closer up, in-depth pictures. Because some of these keys are pretty dope. I really like the way that they look. However, I'm also a huge stickler for keyboards that aren't uniform. And because these are custom keycaps, they're not uniform. And that really bugs me. So, well, like I said, we're going to get into that a little bit more next week when I get back. I think we'll have a stream on Tuesday. I would imagine we would because, well, obviously I'm flying around and stuff like that. I should be back and in good shape and ready to go. But we will take a look at that. We'll take a look at this more in depth. And hopefully we will get a chance to recap the trip to California, the visit to ASUS, and well, obviously the quick little PC that we put together. So, but like I said, I'll be leaving tomorrow. If you guys need anything between now and then, please let me know. I'd be happy to help. To be honest with you, I don't know when I'll be able to help, but I'll see what I can do. At least try and get you pointed in the right direction. But I appreciate everybody joining me this afternoon. I wish you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Again, stay tuned to our social media stuff. That way I can keep you up to date about the ASUS stuff that's going on and our travels and our fun little adventure. Until next week, have yourself a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you next time. Take care.